Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with League of Legends. This time we're going back to Summoners Rift and we are going a bit of an old school jungle for me, and that's Shen. Now the reason I picked Shen is because I am up against a Trundle and I do fear counter jungling on this one, and I was right to fear that. I get counter jungled to death in this. However, it's not a terrible thing because Shen, number one, doesn't totally really rely on jungle clear. He's actually very poor in clearing the jungle. So he's a ganking jungler. Most of his profit comes from pulling off ganks and securing kills for his lane. And number two, he's a very low-cost jungler with an omnipresence when it comes to the map. When his ulti's up, obviously, as everybody knows, Shen can be in any fight, anywhere on the map. So any fight that starts, you think you're in a 3v5, a 4v5, whatever, not going to last. And Trundle here, you're going to see, this guy's just like all about being in my jungle, which is fine for me. I really don't care. And unfortunately, Morgana misses her bind. And if she had gotten that bind, that would have been a dead Trundle. But whatever. But you're going to see in this game, I just get counter jungled to death. I lose my red. Several times it just gets smited out from under me because I don't smite it in time. I don't pay attention to where the health is on the minion versus what damage my smite can do very often. And so this is one of my great weaknesses as a jungler, and one of the reasons I really am where I belong in the Bronze League. And I got no qualms about that. I say I'm a Bronze jungler, and I believe that I belong there. I'm not like other people that I'm going, you know what, I'm a Bronze jungler because my teams always suck. No. I can't carry from the jungle. I don't know how, no matter what jungler I use. So, there's that. But it was the great thing about Shen, and one of the reasons I chose him. Number one, he was available. Number two, he's a very low-cost, very efficient jungler who is there just... that one annoying minion, man, totally ticked me off. But you see, Trundle already took my red, so whatever. But he's so low cost. He just needs one or two items just to be able to survive through initial burst. He can get in, get his taunt, do some damage, and get out. And that's the great thing about Shen. And what's really going to pay off for us, and this is kind of a spoiler, but yeah, is top lane. When it comes to top lane, the top lane we have Darius versus Nidalee. I really feel like Nidalee should be able to bully the hell out of Darius. And this is really typical. I should have started red. In all due honesty, I should have kept guards on blue, and I should have started red as Shen, because Shen, doesn't need, blue to be effective. But whatever. Again, you're going to see why the reasonings behind me choosing Shen is that I don't need the buffs all that much. And I don't care that they get stolen out from under me. It is a little frustrating, but for the most part, Shen can function without them. But back to the top lane. Our top lane just... I mean, how else do you describe it? Darius bullies the hell out of Nidalee, and that just shouldn't happen. He totally owns the top lane, totally destroys Nidalee, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't understand how. So I just want to get to level 3 and try and gank, and the best ganking for me right now is bottom lane. I am worried about a ward, and there is a ward, but I don't know if they actually see me coming or what the case may be. They got so tunnel visioned on camping or pushing or whatever. As you can see, I'm moving in. Vayne starts to move out, but Leona dives in. She gets the condemn, but Thresh gets the hook, and that's all that's needed. And we secure first blood. I was going to back out, then I didn't realize that, Leona's really low. And I actually pick up the kill on that one. I didn't mean to. I just wanted the assist, and I didn't think I hit Leona in order to get the assist from her. So I just threw my my Q in there, and I ended up getting the kill. So in short, right about there, I made up for the red buff being gone. And my bot lane is fairly well ahead in experience and gold now. Got first blood on Twitch, plus got an assist. You know, and we got a really strong support in Thresh down there. I don't know, honestly, who counters Thresh very well. I know Blitzcrank actually does a good job in countering Thresh, but other than that, I don't know. I haven't looked into it because I don't play support as much as I do. So when I see Thresh on the other side, there are many times I'm kind of at a loss what to do. I think Lulu does very well against Thresh, but maybe Janna, but unfortunately I suck on Janna, but whatever. We're not doing that. We're jungling. And like I said, I want to gank more, but Morgana's a pushing champion. She's a farming, pushing champion. And against someone like a Veigar can't hope to keep up with Morgana in terms of pushing a lane. Morgana's Tormented Soil hits level 3. It can eliminate the back line of a minion wave. So he's going to be pushed into his tower a lot. Darius is just bullying the hell out of Nidalee, so I can't push there. The only lane I can get is bottom lane, and unfortunately, as you can see, Trundle coming in the bottom lane. My lane knows he's coming, but too late, and unfortunately, he's going to be effective down there. And I'm only level 4, so I can't ulti into the fight. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, there we go. Twitch dies to Vayne, and that semi-resets the lane there. Although Morgana does pick up Veigar, and Thresh stays alive. I am headed down into the lane, and I'm going to do something stupid because I'm not paying attention. I don't know really why. My mind wasn't into it, but this could have been a kill. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what I did there. I just want to go in, but I can't. So I'm going to take a lot of stupid damage. But to me, it's not a huge deal. Again, I'm pretty close to the end of my jungling anyways. I've had to be in the jungle a little bit more than I like to on Shen because, well, lanes have been pushed. There hasn't been much for me to do. When I started to head down bot lane to secure it, Morgana was up at her turret, but Veigar died anyways. And you can see Trundle coming in, and you know, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's just going to ward blue, looking for it and all that. Whatever, it doesn't really bother me. Like I said, I don't need the buffs in order to function as Shen, and that's the great thing about him. So I'm getting pretty close to level 6. And we can actually speed up some of this jungle path here. I am pulling blue away into, or at least I'm trying to pull it into the bush, but the damn thing just doesn't want to go. Trundle wants to smite it over the wall, but it's not happening. I will pick it up. Why I'm so determined on blue is beyond me. Trundle wants to fight me for the blue. I start to go back. He puts up his pillar. I didn't even see it. He bites me and stops me, and I'm like, okay, so I just shield and dash away, and there's nothing he can do about it. But unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that means my red is going to be lost. I was right, just not the way I thought I would be. So I go back. I'm pretty sure I get the Spirit Stone. Oh no, I did decide to go. I forgot. I know that a lot of people consider it junk, especially compared to the Spirit Stone. But I had a feeling I was going to be in the jungle more often. So getting the razors really helps me. And yeah, there you see. This is basically what Trundle spent a lot of his time doing. And to me, this is kind of what hurt Trundle as well. Is he spent his time, and Morgana unfortunately did not check the bush. And that really was suck ass, unfortunately. But yes, I am going to lose my buff here. I don't have smite. I really don't care, though. Like I said, I just kill. You see, he smites it, but whatever. I look for him, maybe catch him, but no. So I just continue on, and I'm level 6. That's all I need. Now I have much better ganking potential than Trundle does in the long run. Plus, I can counter a gank from anywhere on the map. As long as I have my ulti, I can pretty much do whatever I want. And by getting the claws, I'm really trying to help myself in the jungle keep up. Like I said, it does help to kill the minions faster. So that's really what I'm looking for right now. As you can see, despite Trundle stealing my buffs, I'm actually 35 minions to his 24 and climbing. Plus I have a kill and assist to his assist. So despite him stealing my buffs, I'm actually ahead of him. So I'm actually stronger than he is right now. And I just continue to do so as he wastes his time securing big buffs. Okay, great, you secured the big buffs. Well, you're not doing much else. So the time that you waste waiting and setting up and stealing buffs, and I immediately just port down bottom because I see that there is an engage going on, and I kind of knew it was coming, so I was watching while doing wolves. And I want to go in on Vayne, but it's not going to happen. And Trundle's going to come down, but I don't really think he has what he needs to gank. I am going to back out too early in my eyes now. Back then it made sense for me to back out because I wanted to go finish wolves. But now the three of us there, we could have pushed that tower down by now, which we honestly should have. But I don't know, there was something about it, and I wish I had recorded it live, that I was watching bot lane while doing wolves, and I saw the engage coming, and so I decided to teleport or to watch down there while doing wolves, and I used my ulti to counter off the engage, and we secured a kill on it. Now Trundle, again, look what Trundle's doing. He's waiting. Now, granted, this is probably going to become successful again if I remember, but look how long he's waited to get this. He's still at only 29 CS. Yeah, see, they get Thresh. I'm not sure if Twitch gets out or not. Yeah, see, Twitch gets out. So, I'm not... You know, let's take a look at Trundle real quick. You know, he is level 7 to my level 7. So, we are equal in levels, but, again, he's only got 29 CS to my 45. And this was just so easy to bait. Honestly, it was so easy to bait. And we're not going to get Vayne. They never saw me go in. And, yeah, Leona dies out to the poison. All I did was walk in from top down here. I even forgot I did this. Walk in from top down here. And the Leona on this team is, like, hyper aggressive. And she just pushed in and with Vayne. And they went for the kill, not suspecting that I would be there. They knew my ult was down, but they didn't expect me to walk into the bush. So that was easy to bait out there. I wanted the Vayne really bad, but unfortunately, you know, even with Shen, Vayne's hard to lock down. Unless you have somebody like Rammus or Fiddlesticks, Vayne is really hard to lock down. So, yeah, she got away, but we did pick up Leona again. And again, we, you know, for every time that Trundle tries to reset the lane, I end up pushing the lane back ahead. So the fight's really contesting around bot lane, which is funny. And I know Trundle's here trying to do my raids. I do get a taunt on him. Unfortunately, Morgana's going to miss the bind. And we're going to get Event Horizon, but not a big deal. Trundle gets a small race, but he does not get the big wraiths. So, small positives. You got to take them as they come, you know? Now, I want to hold Morgana's lane. I want to hold mid lane because Trundle and Veigar are there, but I don't know that there's going to be much need for me to. Again, Trundle's looking to steal another buff. And, I don't know, bring everybody up. I think Trundle does smite this one away, and I'm pretty sure it'll be his last one that he gets. Yeah, see, he does smite it. But, again, all the time he spent setting that up, and he hasn't done anything else. He hasn't tried to help Nidalee at all. He hasn't tried to help Veigar at all. All he's done is try to backset the lane, the bottom lane again, and steal buffs. That's it. That's all he's done. And look at the score right now, 6-2. My team's ahead. I'm still ahead of Trundle. 1 kill, 3 assists to 1 kill, 1 assist. And blue buff, losing blue buff, well, whoopee. I usually don't give it up anyways, and Shen's better off with red. Shen doesn't need blue buff. So despite being counter jungled, I'm equal level with Trundle. I've got more assists, and I've actually got better items. Now, watch what happens here. Trundle thinks he's Mr. Big Shot, that he can fight me toe-to-toe. I'm level 8. I'm ahead of him now. I have red buff now. And he's starting to realize he's going to lose this fight. Vigar does come in, but so does Darius. And Darius has just been beasting up top. And bam, there goes Trundle. Hit so hard he knocked his head into the dirt. There you go. So see, that's what I mean about Shen. There's very little Shen needs to stay ahead. Vamp Scepter, I am building into the full Wriggles Lantern. I just felt like it. Not Merc Treads, Ninja Tabbies, nullifying some of Trundle's damage, and Vamp Scepter bringing it back, plus the extra armor from the claws, and I was able to beat back Trundle, and Trundle only has a Spirit Stone, regular boots, and a Kendall Gem. That's it. You know, that's all he has. Darius went bottom, so I decided to push back the top lane, take some very valuable lane experience, and lane gold, even though well, I'm not a good CSer to begin with, but, yeah. Now, unfortunately, bad things are going to happen. And I'm pretty sure they're going to happen pretty soon. As bot is going to stay, they're pushing bot, they're going to stay too long. And Nidalee just gets destroyed in mid. Nidalee has just been... Not exactly sure what happened to Darius, how he got pulled way forward like that. But you see, things are going bad, and I'm realizing it too late. I'm not paying attention. And I do try and jump down to save, but it's too late. And I'm screwed. I blow everything I have trying to get away. Trundle comes up really fast. Oh, man. This was so close. He ulties me. The Event Horizon misses. And then I just taunt him across the tower, but it's just not enough. There's too much damage. But still, they pretty much blew quite a lot to do that. So, it's not terrible, but they're going to secure Dragon out of it. I'm curious what happened to Darius down here. You just kind of saw him go flying, and I'm not sure how that worked. I'm going to take a risk and back up the game to try and find out. Probably should have done this earlier, but... we'll discover this little gem together. Oh, it's the Thresh Lantern. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. He used the Thresh Lantern to get pulled back. Okay. So actually this is a little bit ahead of where we were. I think we were around 1830, so we'll just go from there.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I think. I really shouldn't have done this, but whatever. Trying to secure Vayne. Doesn't happen. I'm pretty sure this is a little bit after I died. Dragon's been secured. We'll just go from here. I apologize. It was just I completely got lost in what happened, and that was really poor of me. Again, I'm not afraid to face Trundle 1v1, and Trundle wants to go down into his team. I am going to get CC'd, but again, I don't want to back off. And Trundle, for whatever reason, using his ulti on Morgana, I wouldn't call that the best of moves, but we are unfortunately outnumbered here, and it shows. You know, we got played out. Twitch died, I died, and that's pretty much all there is to it. Thresh is going for the fight. Flash, got him. Nice shutdown. Unfortunately, he's going to lose it to Vayne, but it gives them hope anyways. They have a false sense of hope, but take a look down here. Darius just counter-pushing. And he's going, I believe, to secure this tower. Yep, that tower's down. So, not all bad as we pick up bot lane. Second tier tower, they still haven't even gotten any of our first tier towers. I think they're finally going to get our first one. So, despite the kills being a bit closer, we still have a 6k gold lead in 5 towers to 0, although they did secure one dragon. Look like, yeah, we're trying to close in on Trundle here. Trundle wants nothing to do with Darius. And here I come across. Quick taunt. Unfortunately, Darius waited way too long for his grab. Trundle uses his ulti for whatever reason. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Unfortunately, I'm not as tanky as I want to be right now. Basically because I didn't go for the Spirit of the Elder Golem, which is something you'd much more traditionally go on Shen when you're jungling him. So I've only just gotten a Giant's Belt, and I'm really trying to play smarter at this point, and that's watch for wards. You know, that's really what I'm doing, is trying to make sure that Trundle doesn't have wards over the walls anymore. But again, despite all that, I'm 81 CS to 53, 1, 1, and 5, 1, 2, and 4, where I've died once more. I have one less kill, so maybe about even. Maybe I'm a little bit ahead due to my CS count. Kind of hard to tell. I don't know exactly how to do the math. You know, I'm far from pro, as I always say. Not sure what I'm looking to do at this point. Probably just more jungling. Not sure. Just kind of aimlessly roaming around. I think I'm ward hunting right now. And I decide to push bottom lane. Because, you know, this is one thing Shen can do really well. And that's split push a lane and then arrive in a fight, which I believe is starting to brew. So really that's all I'm doing. You see the fight starting to form up in mid lane. And now I'm watching. Now I'm watching the fight brew. And there we go. Teleport in. I literally just kiss Vayne when I teleport in. I literally just touched her when I dashed. And we come out 5 for 0. We aced him on that one. So, you know, great move on my team's part, not just me. My teleporting in is, you know, kind of a no-brainer there. I'm not trying to make myself too big in this match. I've just been doing really well keeping up despite Trundle's... I almost got the hook. Just trying to keep up despite Trundle's counter-jungling my big buffs. And I want to back out at this point because they have spawned. I know the inhibitor is important, but the inhibitor to me isn't so important that you lose, you know, 4 or 5 of your team. And Nidalee is here, and I think I just continue to teleport out. Yeah, I could have helped Thresh kill Nidalee, but for whatever reason, my team was broken up and in retreat. I was just worried about getting caught, so I wanted to just teleport out, and unfortunately Thresh dies to him. All I can say is I did ping to back out. We do have the inhibitor, though. We did get the inhibitor. Unfortunately, we lost 2 to do it. And that included a shutdown on Darius. So that was a big bounty that went to Vayne. But we also did get Vayne and Trundle because they chased as long as they did. So, yeah, I have Sunfire Cape now. That'll help armor-wise, but I really got to start thinking about magic resist. And, of course, pretty much the #1 magic resist item nowadays... excuse me one second. The #1 magic item nowadays is Spirit Visage. It gives a lot of health. It gives a lot of magic resist. It gives all kinds of good bonuses. And just pushing in top lane a little bit. Again, I have an Oracles going, so I'm ward hunting, and there are no wards around Baron. I don't want to go into the Baron pit because of my Sunfire Cape. and I don't want to trigger Baron off, but I'm pretty sure that there's no wards in the Baron pit. And, of course, as you can see on the map, I'm right. There's no wards hanging around blue buff. I want to give the blue buff up to somebody, and I don't care who. And Darius ends up taking it, which, considering how far ahead Darius is, I really don't care. And I'm just going to take these wraiths here. Should have been helping Twitch with the dragon, to be honest. I'm trying to hide. Unfortunately, I get seen. I take some harass, and this is going to come back to bite me, unfortunately. They do take off after Thresh, who is also with Twitch. I'm going to get caught by Vigar and just get killed. But we get Trundle. We get Nidalee's going to bleed out, I think. No, she's going to be able to heal through it. Vayne's trying to get away. Not going to happen. And there you go, Vayne. Darius is just on a terror. You know, and I even told Vigar, I said, you know what, good job, Vigar. You killed me. Unfortunately, you left your team to die. He's like, no, I was in the team fight. I was like, no, you left your team to die. Your Event Horizon and whatnot was on cooldown, and Darius just went house. You know, they killed me, and I don't know. I think Twitch was up in here. Yeah, Twitch was up in here and got killed for whatever reason. So we do ultimately lose 2, but for the beginning part, we only lost 2. I'm not sure how the hell that happened. Wait. What the hell just happened? Why I gotta see this again? Yoink. Into the hook. Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't see that earlier. Darius pull into the hook. That's sweet. That was pretty sweet right there. So, yeah, as you can see, I've picked up the Negatron Cloak. I am, at this point, looking to build the Spirit Visage. Shen does have some healing when it comes to his Vorpal Blade. So I think there is some benefit to that. But again, it gives a lot of health, it gives cooldown reduction, it gives regen, you know, it gives a ton of magic resist. It's just an awesome, freaking overpowered, as far as I'm concerned, health item. Magic resist / health item. I mean, it just gives so many benefits. You know, it's almost like the new Force of Nature when it comes to magic items. I don't know how many of you remember the Force of Nature before they took it out. It was kind of like a must-build when it comes to magic resist items. And the Spirit Visage is kind of like that now. If you're going to take Lifesteal, if you're going to take, if you have any sort of innate healing ability or anything like that, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I just walk away from the lantern. My nephew's like, fine, just ignore the lantern. I said, I'm Shen. I don't need a lantern. So, yeah. Yeah, but right now, they're kind of firing off of, I would say 2 cylinders between Vigar and Vayne. Leona hasn't been doing too bad, but Thresh is doing much better. Nidalee has been completely annihilated. Top lane is pretty much out. And all my teams here, I can see that Leona's going back. With the damage that we have, we can easily just pop Baron. And I believe somebody probably, I think, yeah, Trundle gets the idea that, oh shit, they might be doing Baron. And, well, yeah, we did. You see how much little damage I've taken on that. I turned back, I don't know why, just a habit. But I ended up turning back on that rather than dashing in and taunting Trundle out. I really should have. Look, blows everything on Thresh, lives. But not any longer. But I do catch Nidalee. Darius is just going to destroy Vigar and Leona. We also get Nidalee. That's what I'm saying. Nidalee, and at this point, Trundle's only level 12. I'm level 15. So, despite all of his shenanigans, I've pulled well ahead of him. And I gotta tell you, that was a satisfying kill right there. That was just really, truly satisfying. And just want to knock the tower down. Vayne can do nothing to stop us. She gets too close, and she could get bound. She could get taunted. You know, she's sandwiched between Darius and myself, and again, getting harassed. I'm kind of thinking I want to go on Vayne, and there's that, and flash and taunt right through her. She gets pulled in. Probably didn't even need the taunt. I think Darius could have just obliterated her, but you know, Vayne was trying to be cutesy with her harass, and it kind of ticked me off. So the second I saw Darius pull her, I flashed over right next to her and taunted through her to make sure she didn't get away. Just gonna teleport back at their blue, which I already know is not there. So I have the Negatron cloak. I'm going to turn that into the Spectral Cowl and a Kindle Gem. Unfortunately, I do not have enough for this full Spirit Visage. But yeah, Vayne and Vigar are pretty much their big damage dealers, and Darius can destroy either one of those. Twitch is very well fed as well. We have a really good Thresh, and of course we have plenty of CC and Shen and Thresh and myself, and they have the Queen of CC plus Event Horizon, but beyond that, that's about it. So we definitely have better CC, and like I said, I'm 2 levels ahead of Trundle right now. So I've come a long way ahead of him. To me, he wasted so much time and effort in hanging around my buffs and setting things up, and he didn't spend as much time killing in the jungle to me as he should have, or that he could have, or especially try and help his lanes. Vigar was often pushed up into his... teleporting right into a battle here, and I don't know who I taunted. It must have been... yeah, it had to have been Leona. You know, Leona's done, so they've lost nearly all of their CC. I take the flag in, almost missed, but Vayne decides to fight it out, and she has no hope. Both Thresh and myself are just way too tanky at this point for the fed level that she's at. She's not at hyper carry status, so there, you know, just no hope at this point. And it's time, at least in my eyes, to try and finish this. So I'm going to sit here and beat on these towers while my team actually takes bot tower. I think they want to take inhibitor. Well, then they realize that this game's pretty much over, and then just decide to come in. Darius is going to continue working on the inhibitor, but this is it. This is GG. And trying to get the kill on Leona, who actually comes out. And, yeah, great, you get the kill on Morgana. But, final kill on Leona right there, and that's the end of it. Darius just beasted it up. He was actually the random in our group. And, again... like I said, I just had this feeling that I was going to be counter-jungled a lot, and Shen was available, and you can see the Shen's a very low-cost, very efficient jungler, very good, obvious ganker, and again, his omnipresence of being able to be in any fight, anywhere, at any time, as long as his ulti is up, makes him a really great choice if you're going to be facing somebody in your jungle a lot. So against someone like a Nunu, a Trundle, an Udyr, Shen can be very, very strong. And he not only can survive, like you saw, I ran into Trundle when he actually came to try and fight me head on. He can survive one-on-one against a lot of champions. And if he has trouble surviving, he has one of the best escape mechanics in terms of a jungler with his dash. So, yeah, my gamble paid off, going with my gut feeling that I was going to be counter-jungled a lot, and going with Shen really paid off. And again, combine that with a top lane that just went completely nuts, and a bot lane that did well, and of course Morgana, who was really strong mid, and they just got crushed. Trundle fell too far behind, 13. You know, I made 17 by the end. So, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. If you have, or even if you haven't, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to rate as well as subscribe if you want. Until next time, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I will see you then.